Naruto 628 viewer comments. As you can probably already hear, there's a storm, so rain and thunder. This could be good or bad, I don't know, and every once in a while there's some birds out there that I guess are not happy about it, so you may hear all these things. Alright, let's go ahead and start off the viewer comments. Another awesome week for viewer comments. Really do appreciate everyone's work. And starting off this week, the top two, number one and number two slot, same person, Conley Bob 9. Great job as always. Let's go ahead and start off. Best part of this chapter, Madara's face. He was hungry. Hungry for some Hashi freaking Rama. Dinner time, Hashi, dinner time. Dang, Madara, take it easy there. Worst part of the chapter, Naruto's friendship speech. It was lame, and we've heard it all a million times before. The banter between he and Obito is nothing new. Speaking of Obito, doesn't it seem strange that his fire jutsu was the same size as Madara's? Since when has he had that kind of chakra? Conley Bob 9 continues. There are three Tobis. There's Toby, who was hilarious, right? The first one. He was hilarious. He's very funny. And Toby Madara, who was really awesome. And Toby Obito, who could hardly suck more if he tried. Kill him, Kakashi, please. But I do want to see him reunite with Minato first. I've been looking more forward to that reunion than Madara's and Hashirama's. If not just to see Minato's reaction. I won't be too happy if that is skipped. That would be interesting. I've already done another video on how Obito, how he could die, who's most justified, who'll probably kill him or whatever. But, yeah, there are so many awesome things that really we've been looking forward to. And, of course, just because of the whole Ito situation, that's possible now. So, isn't that crazy? There's so many, not just the battles, but there's so many conversations that we want to hear. As always, Conley Bob, and I really do appreciate your comments. And they were voted top 1 and 2 this week, so that's been different. I think it's the first time that's happened. Anyway, thanks again. Funkador 92832. I think Minato is going to ask Naruto, where is Kakashi? And I think Minato's seal on Obito will awake, or I don't know, somehow, that's wow. How he had marks on everybody so that he could teleport to him. Genius. Yep. Somehow Minato can teleport to them and is going to tell Kakashi that that's his fight to go help Naruto. And I think the first, he's going to want to know where is the fifth, so he will go help the fifth and let Tobirama fight Madara, and he's going to help the fifth. But I think Naruto's chakra going power up first, because it gives life to wood. So when first goes into Sage mode with the QB chakra going to be Madara's level. I think I mangled that, but sorry. And then Funkador 9283 continues or begins. I'm not sure which one of these comments was first. I want to know the whole purpose of why Naruto had to learn the Tail Beast names for. So what does that have to do with all this now? And is there a point to why he had to learn the names? Okay, Funkador 92832. This is a lot of, okay, let me go ahead and get to the last point. This is something I said over and over and over and over, but not recently. Is if you look at what's been predicted, is all the Tail Beasts are going to reunite. Okay? And once they're reunited, they're going to be redispersed again, but not as tailed beasts. They're going to be redispersed as something else. Now, this was, and I don't have the exact place where this was said in the manga, but this is something that was supposedly came from the sage himself. So that's what's going to happen. Okay, unless I've made a mistake on this is my understanding of this prediction. So it may be that he needs their names in order to complete the transfer. So that's part of what's going to happen. Now, what I'm suspecting will happen is that these tailed beasts won't be tailed beasts; they'll probably be people. And this is something else too. They may have begun as people. Okay, well, not really. I guess I have to take that part back. But I mean, there is an idea that maybe their personalities were brought in. But I'm okay. Well, I can't stay on that point. But anyway, so they will be redispersed, and then as we've got like a year left, so there's going to be evidently at least one more big arc or something, and then I'm sure that they will probably take a big part into that. And it'll be kind of surprising how different they may be once they're not tailed beasts anymore. They're actually humans, I guess you would say. It would be pretty interesting. Anyway, let's see. That's something I've already kind of gone into. So, and there was another thing, but the whole thing about reunion. There's always reunions that to look forward to, isn't there? Tsunade being able to see her grandfather who corrupted her with gambling in the beginning. I have to say, one of the funniest things I've seen in this, at least to me, was the picture of a young, very young Tsunade holding these cards that looks at her. Oh my gosh, it was hilarious. But anyway, so that would be cool. There's a lot of different ways that the scenario that you're talking about is plausible, but there are so many different ways this could go. This is brilliant. This has been brought up before too. Kishi has instead of painting himself in a corner, he's just got all these directions he can go into, and I'm not even sure what that is. Those are numbers. Okay. And let's see. And Panamantis. Sasuke may help the Ninja Alliance with Orochimaru and help defeat Madara. Theory, the 4 Hokages versus Madara. Minato is going to see Naruto. Kakashi versus Obito. If people remember history, when Kakashi fights Obito, Minato's technique goes through ports, and Kakashi may still have Minato's kunai. So, yeah, I think what you're saying is he can still teleport to him, and yeah, that's Minato can. He's probably got things already set up, doesn't he? Or left over from his. Oh, well, that's another thing too. There is something I want to get to, but there's definitely another video. Okay, I really do appreciate it. Let's see. Vegeta Badass. I really hope to see the Ten Tails complete its transformation, and that it uses its eye to create something from nothing. Well, now it's running free. So now so evidently the question is as it's rampaging, is that, and people have already said, is it basically getting chakra, from the 9 tails and the 8 tails to complete itself by their actions. So I don't know. I don't know if it can complete itself while it's running on a rampage, so I'm not really sure. And Vegeta Badass continues. Well, that 10 tails at the end using the force of nature, that was awesome. That was crazy epic, wasn't it? It's like movie quality stuff. I can't wait till it completes its final transformation. I hope it looks like the first mention of it, that was all black out of Madara, becomes a 10 tails host. And I don't think he can. And let's see, I think Kakashi will beat Obito and tell him what happened with Rin, at least not in his present state. And Kakashi has more Jutsu. Now I'm going to say this for the 1 millionth time. I can't wait to hear what the deal is with Rin. That is just got me. I don't know why. Every once in a while, maybe it's a Rin. I hear other people saying it, so maybe I'm not the only one. Actually, I'm hearing it quite a bit. So I appreciate the comments. Brian Gimpler. I really just want to see Madara and Sasuke fight. I have this image of Sasuke talking about Hashirama inheriting Madara's first dream of joining the clans, and that as Uchiha, he will see it through for him because that was also Itachi's dream. Just epic. EMS battles, and Hashirama tries to seal the Jubi, and Naruto and a full-powered Kuruma. This fight has no basis in anything that could happen in the manga. I just want to see it. Appreciate the honesty. And that would be awesome. We're at such a point in here is pretty much no matter which direction that Hashi goes, that we're going to be good. I mean, so far you've seen how everything's come together. This is just going to be awesome. So this seems like it's all pretty well thought out too. All right, appreciate the comment. Corinthian Bosky 1. Obito's becoming the Jubi host. That will never happen. It looks like Obito's going to turn good. Ooh. But if he does somehow become the Jubi host, he would have the power to go up against Madara. And I most likely would see Madara becoming the Jubi's host. Seems like that has always been the plan. I hope Sasuke shows his EMS powers when he shows up. Also, I can't wait to see what Madara says to Sasuke when he sees him. That would just be epic. And then all the I mean, it's just the conversations, the reactions. There's so much stuff out there. It's freaking awesome. Okay, really do appreciate the comment. And Miss for sure. Kakashi is one character that will have a hard time swallowing him dying. Ironically enough, is definitely one of the characters likely to die. I just really want this character who has experienced so much mother's death, father's disgrace and suicide, Obito Ran Minato death, and the crap situation of Team 7. I hope Kishi doesn't give some sort of honorable death type thing. Kakashi, please survive this war and find hopelessness. Well, Miss for sure, supposedly, since he's already died, he has plot immunity, supposedly. I don't know if that's really, it's going to depend on the author, but supposedly if you've died already once, it makes it a lot harder to die again. So, I don't know. He's definitely a character I like, and it would have a big impact on people if he did die. It would really also depend on how. At this point, I don't know. I don't really think he's going to die, but could happen, and that's another reason we keep reading and looking forward every week, because I mean, we have to be kind of scared a little bit to keep this interesting, to be perfectly honest. And as I can, get from reading what you're saying, you're a little bit scared, as we all are for our characters dying off. Muhammad A. This was a very interesting chapter. Can't wait for Madara versus Hashirama and the Shinobi Alliance. As for Obito, with his conversations with Naruto, I'm going to think he will switch sides soon. I think once Kakashi gives him a little background on what happened, it might change his perception. Obito's conversation with Naruto telling me he wants to be proven right, and it seems he is still deeply attached to what happened to Rin, and therefore a twist in how she died could change things for Obito. This is a reoccurring theme. A lot of people are agreeing with what you're saying, or you're agreeing with them, or everybody's agreeing, because people are definitely saying if Obito turns good, it seems it'll be from the Rin reveal. So, really do appreciate the comment. And let's see, Adam Kizzy 833, I think that Obito will kill Kakashi. Why? It's simple. See, look, there's 4 Hokages, Naruto and the whole Shinobi Alliance, and if Obito dies, then there will only be Madara plus Obito has the Rinnegan. So I think he will release all the bad things and kill the Jubi with himself. It's just my opinion. Wow, you've just totally terrified a whole lot of people there. So, Adam, I have to say, it would freak people out if you had an ending where their battle is complete and Obito's the one that comes back. Woo. Woohoo. Oh, that would be crazy stuff, wouldn't it? Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and, this is a good stopping point. This is going to go in part 1. Whenever you're ready, see you over in part 2.